So when we started Replay Season 3, one of the big things we wanted to bring to the show was competition. And we did the Showdown in Season 2, but we were thinking, how can we bring this back more often? And we decided to do something like a league, a year-long league, very much like WWE or NBA or something like that, where we would create these rivalries, we create these conflicts between the editors, and then we have a trophy which is passed on, the Andrew Ryaner trophy here, which that's our title belt basically. And in this first episode of Versus, the winner of this trophy is going to go on and have a bye in the first round.
Yes, think about this as kind of like the Super Replay Showdown regular seasons, leading up to our ultimate tournament to determine what the next Super Replay game is.
And the first game we're going to be focusing on is a classic, one of the best competitive games of all time. This is Super Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo. So let's get it over to the show here. We have Ben Reeves taking on Kyle Hilliard in a best-of-5 match.
Oh, so a little bit of friendly or unfriendly trash talk going on early.
We're off to a good start. So this is a best-of-5. This is the first match of the day. We're going to end up having 3 in total. So we're going to have Ben Reeves versus Kyle Hilliard, and then Dan Tack versus Jeff Markiafava. The winner of both of those matches will face each other for the title.
I'm telling you, I'm really excited for this second matchup with Dan Tack and Jeff Markiafava. I think that Tack's been talking a lot of smack, and that's what we actually call him around the office, Tack Smack.
And they are both winners of Super Replay Showdowns of past. Dan Tack was last year in 2014, and then Jeff Markiafava in 2013.
All right, so getting right into this match now, we have Kyle Hilliard choosing at random and ending up with Ken, and then Ben Reeves going with his primary fighter, who is Chun-Li.
And so far, Ken off to a pretty poor start.
But he stuns Chun-Li.
Oh, nice comeback.
It could be a turnaround.
Here we go! They are just flailing on the buttons.
Oh! And Ben Reeves takes round 1.
I don't want to say that was well played, but it was exciting. They made it exciting at the end.
Brought it down to the wire for the first round, and that's just the first round of many.
Of many, yes. This is going to go on for a bit here. Nice. We got some fireball action.
Kyle Hilliard has figured out how to button mash the fireball.
He doesn't have the Shoryuken down yet. There's a little one, a little baby one. And
could have been a fluke.
You can't see this, but Dan Tack is off screen laughing hysterically, like he thinks this is good. He's going to breeze through this tournament.
Oh, and Chun-Li jumps right into it. Kyle Hilliard is running away with this round.
You got me.
And he blew that. Absolutely blew a stun.
Oh no. Could be a comeback. And Kyle Hilliard hangs on to win this round to force a third round in this matchup.
So it's 1-1 here.
Every single round has come down to the wire so far.
Yeah, they are putting on quite the show. Exactly what we want for our first Versus tournament here.
I have a feeling our editors are going to grow to hate each other if we keep this tournament going.
All right, they're getting some strategy now.
Some defensive strategy. They're both kind of feeling out their characters.
Kyle's got a combo. Whoa! There's the first good Shoryuken.
Oh, and Kyle is pulling away a little bit. And then Ben Reeves levels the playing field.
Ben is playing a little more reserved than he did in the first match. I think he's
and Kyle.
And he loses again. Soundly.
I know what I'm doing.
Kyle takes the first match.
You ever notice how Ken's hair is different color, dramatically different than his eyebrows?
Really? It sure is. Look at that.
And both Kyle and Ben have agreed to pick different characters.
So Kyle is, again, choosing at random. He ended up with Dulcim.
My favorite.
While Ben Reeves is going with Ryu, the face of the franchise, many would say.
And they're sticking with the same level. They can pick whatever they want there. They just can't change their attack level.
Whoa.
All right, here we go.
A little blow for blow action here.
Oh, I can't.
And as you can see, Super Nintendo's amazing slowdown pretty much on every special move in this. But back in the day, it didn't matter. This was an awesome port from the arcade.
So that round was not nearly as close as the first match.
So moving forward, Game Informer Versus will be in replay once a month, and then it will also exist outside of replay in some capacity as just individual videos.
And are we always going to be sticking with classic fighting games like Street Fighter 2, or are we going to be branching out?
Nope, it's going to be everything. We'll even have some real-life segments that have nothing to do with video games that will be a part of this league.
All right, I'm excited. May have been a risky proposition with Kyle going with Dulcim, since that's such a different play style.
Oh,
and
no.
It's
Not
looking more and
looking
more
good.
like Ben Reeves is going to take this one.
And once again, you got to question Kyle randomly picking a character.
His
I
notorious...
think he's trying to make that like his fingerprint, his ID for tournaments, but I think it's the wrong approach for anything of a competitive sort. All right, so we're 1-1 here.
All right, so Kyle has gone random, and somehow the fates have conspired to give him Dulcim again, while Ben Reeves has chosen Blanca.
Yeah, usually you see Street Fighter fans stick to a couple characters. These guys are all over the map, which is great for people seeing the game for the first time, but for them developing strategy, I think this is the wrong approach, especially since the winner's going to have to go on and face someone who's, I'm going to guess both these guys are very seasoned Street Fighter players.
Yeah, I think that I've heard legends of Dan Tak's ability. I think most of those legends were coming from Dan Tak's mouth, though, so it'll be very interesting to see this.
All right.
So Ben Reeves wins another close one.
I'm going to say Ben's in the driver's seat here a little bit. He's starting
Yes.
to feel it with these random character choices.
Definitely a momentum shift.
Kyle, I think, is just hitting buttons at this point.
And Ben Reeves stuns Dulcim.
Oh, he should have gone in for the bite.
And that one was
was
not
quick.
even close.
All right, one more victory, and Ben Reeves takes this and moves on to the next round. Let's
again,
see if
we're-
Kyle abandons his reckless abandon and moves on to picking a character he actually knows how to play.
Again, we're doing a best of 5 here. And
No, he's panicking again.
I don't remember.
going
All right.
Ken versus Balrog.
I like this. I think this will be good.
I don't know. Yeah.
Completely confused about how to choose a stage. I like Balrog's defensive stance there, where he kind of like defies gravity leaning backwards.
Yeah, he's such an interesting character. I never played as him much. He was one of the additions. Like, how many characters they had in Super? Was it 4?
Well, Street Fighter 2 Turbo added the 4 Shadowloo bosses. And then Super Street Fighter 2 added 4 more characters that were not originally bosses. They're just kind of new characters altogether. And for those who don't know, Balrog is actually called M. Bison in other regions. The reason that they changed it is because he is very much inspired by Mike Tyson.
Oh, you don't say.
And yeah, that is a little fun fact for you all. And speaking of Balrog, he is kind of... he's making a comeback now.
Well, here we go.
Oh! Kyle Hilliard blows it again.
All right, here we go. Last breath for Kyle Hilliard. Can he turn this around?
Definitely.
I don't think he can. I don't think there's a Karate Kid in this guy.
Ben Reeves 1 round away from moving on to the next round.
Just take it.
Oh, man.
Maybe Kyle can summon the Tim Turry that he had in him earlier today. Maybe he can bring that spirit back.
Ow!
Rawr.
Kyle Hilliard relying heavily on the Hadoken.
And the weak punches. Not
We've
going
gotta-
medium or heavy. I don't know if he
Oh,
knows
he's doing the
what they are.
headbutting.
That's
Not
a bad way to go.
Not sanctioned in boxing, but in Street Fighter, it is A-okay.
All right, this is close. He's pecking away at the health bar. It's a good strategy. Keep him at bay. Oh,
Uh-oh.
and it's...
Ben Reeves sees an opening, but
Oh! And he blew it.
That's like a pixel.
a closer matchup than we expected going in.
Let's see if they shake hands.
Kyle?
Oh!
All right, so I'm here with the winner of the first round, Ben Reeves. So, Ben, what did you think about Kyle's random selection choice?
You know, I thought it was an interesting strategy. I thought maybe it wasn't the smartest move. I'd definitely been training. I'd been training to pick a character that I wanted to pick, and that's what I did. He went in there. I don't think his head was on straight.
That seemed that way for me, too. So, going into the next round, you are going to either have Mr. Dan Tak or Mr. Jeff Marchiafava. Both of these guys are seasoned players. How are you going to prepare for these matches?
You know, I'm doing a lot of finger push-ups. I'm doing some thumb wars with myself. I'm double jointed, so that helps. I'm definitely worried about both those guys. Dan Tack, he's a good player. Jeff Machiafava, he's got a good name, so we'll see what happens.
And we're back for the second round. Dan Tack versus Jeff Machiafava. This is going to be exciting. Dan Tack actually changed his key bindings. Like a true player, he moved the high buttons onto the face buttons, so or the high punches, high kick onto the face buttons, which is something every Street Fighter fan does. Machiafava, though, seems unfazed by it. He just didn't really care.
I think it was more of a head game thing for Dan Tack than it was anything else, but Jeff Machiafava does not look intimidated.
And Fava is player 1, correct? They're both going with Blanca.
This is going to be an interesting clone matchup here.
And let's see if they change the stage.
Next thing there's an attack level.
Whoa, Fava trying to cheat here.
How do I go back? There's no. Like I wouldn't see that star. This is ridiculous.
Oh, Fava already pulling out a chair early on here.
There we go.
Okay.
Right. Everything's fine.
Also interesting to note that both of these players knew from the get-go how to change the stage, whereas the other two did not.
They just sat on the same stage. And we kept telling them, change the stage, but they just had no idea what they were doing. All right,
Blanca
Tack.
versus Blanca.
Tack knows all the moves. You could tell. He's just locked in. Off to a little shaky start, but he's already has Machiafava on the ropes.
And that looks like that's going to be the end of this round.
And he's cackling in his chair, silently.
And that kicking was a good match.
Here's round 2. Let's see if Fava can, takes one right to the face. See if he can turn it around here.
Flying knee.
Yeah, there you go. He's getting in close. A little different strategy. He's just working him. Dan with a nice escape. Trap him in the corner, trying to stun him, but no. He gets free.
This next exchange is going to decide this round.
And...
Oh,
he's trying to go with the sweep, and he ends up landing one after about 15 whiffs. And he takes the first round. So 1-0. Dan Tack is in the lead. Fava, I think he's starting to warm up here a little bit. Maybe a little bit of jittery at the beginning. But let's see what they do for their second match here if they pick the same characters. It'll be interesting to see what they do here. There's some play here, some strategy right here. Who are they going to pick? Fava's going
like,
E-Honda.
Yeah, E-Honda is a...
Tack thought about that for a second and ended up going with Ryu.
I wonder if there's a strategy of kind of sticking within the same country here. I believe both E-Honda and Ryu are from Japan.
I bet that's not the case, but it's an interesting observation.
You know, kind of
Oof. And there's one of the famed combos. He should have gone into the Shoryuken there.
Going with the knee to the face.
There it is.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
This is not looking good for Jeff Machiafava. And Dan Tack dispenses of Machiafava with relative ease.
Yeah, that was not good. And you
Why
could
can't I
tell
play against Kyle? Bring Kyle back in here.
you could tell that Dan Tack has played a lot of Ken and Ryu in his day. He is locked in. Nice blocking. Working all 5 hit zones.
Oh no. Dan Tack has Machiafava stunned. And instead of going in for the kill blow...
And he takes out a statue!
What? That's just disrespectful, Tack.
I thought it was very respectful.
And here we go, the final matchup here.
Dan Tack just has to
2-0
win
lead.
one more to move on to the championship.
And Tack, he's one of our newest editors next to you, Brian Shea.
Sure.
Really made a great first impression in the showdown. I guess all of our editors started hating him after that, but he just flew through that tournament and won. And, got to pick Soul Blazer as his Super Replay choice. It'll be interesting to see what he picks for this year.
Looks like we have Jeff Machiafava going with Guile, whereas Dan Tack is going with the classic choice of Blanca. And that choice seems to be paying off for Dan Tack.
Holy cow. And Fava caught flailing there.
What was once an intriguing matchup.
Work.
Yeah, Fava showed us that he's great at classic games like Ninja Gaiden, but clearly he oversold his Street Fighter skills going into this competition.
I was actually concerned about Dan Tack putting his money where his mouth is, but he is more than living up to the hype.
Yeah, and he's proven time and time again that he knows his games.
unless you're Super Mario Galaxy.
Well, even there, I mean, he was not wrong.
Okay.
And Fava is done. And wow,
Whoa.
double middle fingers.
And
To you, the viewers. And he's out.
he is out of the studio. All right, I'm here with the winner of the second matchup of this tournament, Dan Tack. Dan, how did it feel to dispose of Mr. Jeff Marchiafava in such quick fashion?
I thought we had really good, clean matches. You played well, and yeah, so good fights.
So coming into this fight, you were talking a lot of smack. Jeff Marchiafava was kind of going with the quiet confidence. Did that get into your head at all?
I wouldn't say I was talking smack at all. I just said, I'd played this game before.
I would disagree with you there, but that is all we have for this discussion. We're going to go see how you go in the championship round here against Mr. Ben Reeves.
All right, now it's our title match. The winner is going to walk away with our trophy, the Andrew Reiner, and they're going to get a bye in the first round of the showdown, which is huge. That means they will move on to the second round without having to face anyone. So let's throw it over to the action. Dan Tack versus Ben Reeves.
I'm really excited for this one. We're going to find out if Dan Tack is really that good or if Kyle Hilliard is really that bad.
Or Ben Reeves, you mean?
No, Kyle Hilliard losing to Ben Reeves
right.
in such...
All right, here we go.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of slipping on the stars I've noticed. during this tournament.
So do I pick this too?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what stage they choose. We have... It looks like both of their primary fighters, Chun-Li and Blanca. We saw both of them dominate in the first round with these fighters. Let's see how they match up in this championship bout.
So that's Ben Reeves on the left playing Chun-Li, and then Dan Tack is Blanca. And he's picking the alt color. He's sticking with the kind of gray version.
And Blanca, this could be a perfect round.
Wow!
Wow. I believe in Mortal Kombat they call that a flawless victory, but I think they just call it perfect in Street Fighter.
They call it okay.
Man, is he going to be stopped? I don't know. Look at Ben. His first
Okay,
move
so he gets
is
the first
to
attack.
flip back. Intimidated like you wouldn't believe.
All right.
Oh, man. He is just working every hit zone. Ben has nothing. Ben
This
can't
is
even
just
get off
no
the super.
response. His only response is the defensive stance, and that did not work out well for him at all.
Ben's going to have to figure out how to stop the jump and kick, because Tack's going to keep exploiting that as we move forward here. 1-0 Dan Tack right now.
You know, the dive kick is such a popular mechanic in fighting games, or such a popular strategy in fighting games. They actually released a game called Dive Kick.
That is correct.
Iron Galaxy Studios.
And Dan Tack just kind of played that up there, almost as a sign of humiliation to Ben Reeves.
Oh, we have Ben Reeves choosing Vega, while Dan Tack is going to another familiar face that we saw last round, Ryu. We're going to go to DJ's stage, which I believe is in Jamaica.
Interesting that he keeps picking Ryu and not Ken. We should ask him after this is done if he has something against Ken, because both play fairly similarly.
Oh, man. Ben Reeves has...
Ben's just blocking, but what do you...
Oh, he
I don't know
lost
if
the claw.
notices.
He's lost the claw.
He's taking damage when he's blocking. Another flawless victory.
Nearly.
Don't let me get in your head.
I'm not.
So maybe Jeff Marchiafava wasn't that bad. Maybe Dan Tack's just that good.
I think that might be the case here. Let's see. Vega is one of my favorites to play as, but I think that Ryu is my main when I take the sticks in a Street Fighter game. I remember growing up that it was always interesting to see the blood animation because Vega has the claw.
Yeah, I always loved breaking it off, and that was such a cool moment, or a little touch in the game. And as you saw earlier when Dan Tack destroyed the statue, the little interactions with the environments was cool too. Well, this is a good round here.
Oh, the claw is gone.
But, oh,
The agility of Vega. No. Ryu and Dan Tack still able to prevail.
I don't know if Ben in any of these matches has actually done a special move or any kind of special attack.
He's been very defensive in his approach, and that's just not paying off against the relentless assault of Dan Tack.
Well, let's see if Dan Tack pulls out a different character, or if he's going to just wipe the floor with him with Ryu
See if
again.
he taunts him. Oh, he's going M. Bison.
Oh, wow. The last boss he's pulling out.
Balrog and M. Bison. Going to England. I believe this is Cammy's stage they have chosen. It is.
Ben has gotten very quiet. His posture, he's starting to sink in his chair.
Oh, man. You can just tell that is the look of a defeated man, Ben Reeves. This is not the way.
Oh!
This is not the way we wanted the final round to go.
Sorry, I get into it.
Ben trying a new approach, and Dantak seems unfazed.
Oh no!
And he unplugged the system.
Ben Reeves.
He went for the
What
controller
happened?
button.
Not like
It
this.
was a trip.
Not like this.
I don't know what's happening.
We've got our.
I believe we have to go to the
this still
judges for
running?
this one.
What do we do with this?
Okay, we've seen far too many shenanigans going on in the first episode of Versus. Now, we try to have a nice, clean tournament here at Versus. Everyone's been a good sport, but when Ben Reeves decides to unplug the system or turn it off or whatever he did, I think he forfeited his chance at the title. I know it was looking hopeful for you. Dantak, unfortunately, I can't give you the Andrew Ryaner that quite so easily.
Whoa!
These button mashers haven't been a big challenge for you. I think you have to go up against one more person who can give you a proper fight. And that person is the one, the only, Brian Shea!
Get ready.
So he's been studying this whole time.
This whole time.
Commissioner Wade Wojcik calling in a fix in our first match. Whoa! This is getting insane! Whoa! Oh my goodness! Brian Shea just hulked out, ripped off his shirt, and he is ready to throw down with Dantak for the title and the bye in the showdown. Ben Reeves, that was some dirty pool by you.
Ooh.
That's a stinky shirt.
Yeah, I was just. Sorry, man. I was just trying to, I don't know, keep it interesting. I thought maybe he wouldn't get phased, but
It was an interesting strategy of turning off the game. I don't know who wins in that
it's
scenario.
not in the rule book. It's not in the rule book that you can't turn off the game. I'll just say that.
All right, here they go. Brian Shea is on the left, Dantak on the right. We have a little Ryu versus Blanca action. We saw Dantak favoring Blanca, but maybe he showed off too much of that to Brian Shea.
Yeah, I don't think he should have picked the same character. I think he should have gone with somebody new that Shea did not see.
Oh, man.
I think Shea's a seasoned character. That was not a good pun.
And Tak
You know what? Tak's
still on top. Oh, a nice Shayrukin.
All right.
Here comes Brian, pushing Blanca back.
Brian was talking a lot of smack, that he's really
Oh.
good. To be fair, Dan's had time to warm up, though.
He has. We saw a sign right there of Brian Shea having some skills. Let's see if he can bring it to another level in the second round. Blocking that soundly.
All right.
Once again, pushing him back.
All right. Oh, first attack goes to Dan.
Yep, and you know, all those blocks take off some health, and not looking good for Brian Shea in this second round. Maybe he can use this time just to learn a little bit more about Dantak's play style.
Yeah. He's getting there. I think Shea should pick a character he's good with now. I think that might help him out.
And Dantak confident, just kind of shaking his foot, sitting there, smiling. As much as we've ever seen Dantak smile, I don't know if you could call that a smile.
I think only his mother's seen that smile before. All right.
All right.
Japan. This is a new stage. I haven't seen this one.
So we have Sagat versus Blanca. Okay. So he's going a little bit more speed and reach.
Yeah, Sagat used to be my nemesis as a kid. Like, I hated him worse than M. Bison.
And still, wow, he's stunned. Dantak, just a monster. Wow, that was quick. Brian Shea against the ropes here already. He's got to win this round to
Get
have
in the
any
game.
kind of
Get
chance.
it in the game. Don't let him get in your head.
Good start, his first good start. And no. There we go. Looks like he's having a little bit of problems with the Super Nintendo controller.
I do love this Blanca move that's like this. Like, I don't know what kind of attack that is.
It's the throw the barrel.
Is that what it is? There's
Yeah.
no barrel.
That's what they do. All right, Dantak just needs to win one more match,
All right. I think this
and
could
that's
be it.
the end.
My money is on Dan Tack at this point.
And he's the last person that needed to buy in the first round of the showdown.
To be fair, Brian Shea is one-handed. So... Oh no, wait. He does have two. I never noticed that he had 2 before.
All right, let's see what they end up picking for their final stage. Oh, they're just going right to Japan.
Seems to be the place to play.
And Vega versus Blanca. Tack didn't change it up. He didn't go with the last boss. I thought he'd go with Bison
No, I
again.
kind of wanted to see him change it up, actually. I feel it's almost unfair that he's picking Blanca this way.
I think he wants the victory, and that's what true competitors do, is they just do whatever they can to win.
Right. Whatever it is, like shutting off a console, maybe. I don't know. It's one strategy.
And this is it. Brian Shea learning
Right. Shay, just get 1 round on him.
that the competition at Game Informer is far greater than it was from wherever he came from. And that's it.
That was it.
Dan
Congratulations.
Tack, come on over here and get your trophy. Dan Tack, you talked up a big game going into this tournament. You knew you were going to win, and you did it pretty soundly. There was really no one that stood a chance against you. Congratulations. Here's the Andrew Ryaner trophy. And this gives you a bye. Well, hold it with confidence.
I'm
That gives
holding it
you
with
a
confidence.
bye in the first round of the showdown. And you are like our kind of big last boss right now. And we got to figure out how to take you down. We'll see what the next episode of Versus brings. Maybe another competition that might dethrone you from this. We'll see. We'll
think
see
that
what
would be-
Commissioner Wade Wojcik has in store for us. But thank you all for watching. Thank you, Dan Tack. Thank you to all of our competitors and you, the viewers. We'll see you on the next episode.
I don't get to say anything for winning?